Welcome to Pittsburgh. That's my comfort blanket. I don't go anywhere without it. Thank you, Linus.
Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, catch me! Don't you know me? I'm the new bird in the water, baby. Try and take a feed down. I was born over time and blue. I'm making over the drinks that now I'm coming to you. Please, serious. They're trying to take me out. You want me, baby, I tell you. Try to tell me out. Hello, Pittsburgh. Oh, something about the veterans from the pit. So everyone wants to take a stand and decorate with like a bee and spit. Please, they try to tear me down. You want me, baby, I tell you. Try to tear me down. On August 13th, 1961, a wall was erected down the middle of the city of Berlin. The world was divided by a Cold War, and the Berlin Wall was the most hated symbol in that divide. Reviled, graffitied, spit upon, we thought the wall would stand forever. And now that it's gone, we don't know who we are anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, Celtic is like that wall, standing before you in the divide between the East and the West. Slavery and freedom, man, woman, top and bottom. And you can try to tear her down, but before you do, you must remember one thing. There ain't too much of a difference between a bridge and a wall. Well, I'll be right in the middle, baby. You wouldn't be nothing at all. Please, silly. You're trying to tear me down. You want me, baby, I tell you. Try to tear me down. Please, silly. You're trying to tear me down. You want me, baby, I tell you. Try to tear me down. Come on, Thank you, you're so sweet. I do love a warm hand on my entrance. My name is Hedwig. Please welcome the Angry Inch. And my man Friday. I want to talk
John McKee established this church for Southside slacker Methodists that were too lazy or hungover to cross the river on a skiff on a Sunday morning. From that point on, it became a place of healing, of succor, if you will. Sooty blast furnace, a Methodist could come here to wash up and pray. I was simply blasted and washed up. Thanks, Squire John McKee. And somewhere, I think he is happy Hedwig is here. Welcome to the fabulous first night of my unlimited Pittsburgh run. And when it comes to huge openings, a lot of people think of me. Many more of you, though, have only recently become aware of me. Yeah, it took a tragedy to make my attention. But now you're interested, intrigued even. Who is this Hedwig, and why have we never heard of her before? That's a question I've been asking myself for years. How did some slip of a girly boy from communist East Berlin become the internationally ignored song stylist barely standing before you? That's what I want to talk about tonight. I'm not here to talk about calamity or scandal. I'm not here to talk about my relationship with a certain well-known rock icon, Tommy Moses. Even though at this very moment he's probably talking about me. By some freak coincidence, he's previewing his tour of atonement tonight at Heinz Field, right across the Monongahela. Hello, Pittsburgh! The way they handle this tragedy with incredible loyalty makes it a lot of lives. That someone is you, my man. No one can tear us down. I wrote every song on that album. And by the way, the tabloid got it right. He was driving, he was on blow, he was being blown by yours truly, and he did hit that school bus full of deaf children. Once am I, now mine. Jesus Christ. I taught him everything he knows, and has apparently forgotten about rock and roll, and he barely mentions my name on that giant fucking sound Larry King calls a show, which I'm sure you all saw, because if you hadn't, I'd be singing for the janitor, and if I was lucky, my agent, Phyllis Diamond. Did you make it this time, Phyllis? 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 I'm sorry, I'm wide open tonight. You see, the road is my home. My home, the road. And when I think of all the people I have come upon in my travels, I have to think of all the people who have come upon me. The geography of human contact, the triangulation of a pair of eyes on my face, the latitude and longitude of a hand on my body. These are the only clues I have to my place in the world, to who I am. Who is this mystery woman? I laugh because I will cry if I don't. I recently found my first diary, age 2 through 6, fully illustrated. And I realized so many people have touched me on my way to the stage tonight. How can I say who has touched me the most? My father, the American GI. He left when I was barely old enough to speak my first words. Daddy, when I grow up, I'll kill you. Could it be my East German mother? When she touched me, it was usually by accident, reaching for the beans of the table or something. One day, we were watching Jesus Christ Superstar on American Forces television. I turned to Mother. Jesus said the darndest things. She slapped me. Don't you ever mention that name to me again! But he died for our sins. So did Hitler. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Better to be powerless, my son. Well, she must have been happy living on the east side when the wall went up. She was given a job teaching sculpture to limbless children. Oh, socialism, God rest its soul. Most of my time was spent listening to American Forces radio. Our apartment was so small that Mother made me play in the oven. Late at night, I would rest my head on the top rack. Listen to the American masters, Tony Tennille, Debbie Boone, Anne Murray, who was actually a Canadian working in the American idiom. Then there were the crypto homo rockers, Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, who was actually an idiom working in America and Canada. These artists left as deep an impression on me as that oven rack did on my face. To be a young American in muskrat love, soft as an easy chair, not even the chair. I am, I said. Have I never been mellow? Have I never tried? And the colored girls sing. I sang along, but never with the melody. How could I do it better than Tony or Debbie? Once I couldn't resist. It can't be wrong, and it feels so right. Mother threw a tomato at my head. But I was really quite content to sing gentle backup harmonies in my oven while Mother sculpted in the shower. When the hour grew late and it was time for bed, she would shout from the bathroom, "Well, that's me!" I would reply from the kitchen, "Well, I guess that's me too." We would wash our feet and brush our teeth and lay down on the narrow pallet we had shared since Daddy left. Like two pieces of a puzzle that don't quite fit, but are jammed together and left on the table by some dangerous shut-in with too much time on his hands. I'm sorry, I'm completely dilated right now. I'd like to share with you a bedtime story that Mother once whispered to me in the dark and later retracted. Whatever allowed her to reveal such a story to such a little boy, I'll never know. But I remember it like it happened yesterday. When the earth was still flat, and the clouds made a fire, and the mountains stretched up to the sky, sometimes high. Folks rolled the earth like big rolling cakes. They had 2 sets of arms, they had 2 sets of legs, they had 2 faces peering out of one giant head, so they could watch all around them. They talked while they read, and they never strength and defiance, and Thor said, I'm gonna kill them all with my hammer, like I killed the giants. But Zeus said no. Let me use my lightning like scissors, like the legs of the whales, dinosaurs and the lizards. Then he grabbed up some poles. He let out a laugh, said I'll split them right down the middle, gonna cut them right up in half. And then storm clouds gathered above into great balls of fire. And then fire shot down from the giant door like shining rays of a knife. And red right through the flash of the joy of the sun and the moon and the earth. And so many gods of the world got to a hole, move around to a place to remind us of the price we paid. And the skies, the gods of the night, a big storm to blow away, to scatter us away in flood of windy rain, a sea of tidal waves to wash us all away. And if we don't behave, they'll cut us down again. We'll be howling on one foot, looking through one eye. Last time I saw you, you just split in two. You was looking at me, I was looking at you. You had a way so familiar, I could not recognize, 'cause you had blood on your face. I had blood in my eyes, but I can swear by your expression that the pain down in your soul is the same as I went down in mine. Oh, the pain that cuts a straight line down through the heart. We call it love. So we threw our arms around each other, trying to shove ourselves back together. We was making love, making love. It wasn't gold like Eden's a long time ago, when Might and Mighty Henry Joe. It was a sad story how we became only two-legged creatures. The story, the origin of love, that's the origin of love. The origin of love. The origin of love. The origin of love. After Mother finished, she began to snore. But I had to go somewhere I could think. I crept into the kitchen and put my head in the oven. It is clear I must find my other half. But is it a he or a she? Is it Daddy? He went away. Or Mother? I was suddenly afraid to go back to bed. What does this person look like? Identical to me or somehow complementary? Does my other half have what I don't? Did he get the looks, the luck, the love? Were we really separated forcibly, or did he just run off with the good stuff? Or did I? What about sex? Is that how we put ourselves back together again? Can two people actually become one again? And if we're driving on the Autobahn when it happens, can we still use the diamond lane? So many practical questions to all this. Completion. Think of it. God of the power. The gods were terrified. That's the magnifying side. It's very funny inside. Very passive aggressive. Look, it's not immigration! If you behave, I might let you shave my back later on. That will be all. How's my hair? Is there trouble in a bell tower? This is actually my Aquanet safety deposit box. It's quite handy for storing all sorts of valuables and sundries, you know, keys, lip balm, that emergency supply of Nair. Now I want you to be serious. Just the other day, I was telling Yitzhak how nervous I was about tonight. Would I still be able to fit into that old Sergio Valente? There was no time to diet, so I had my heart removed. Suddenly I was a perfect size 6. I'm sorry you had to see that, ladies and gentlemen. When I met him, he told me he wanted to be a model. Yeah, foot model, maybe. But enough about him. I'd like to get back to the bitch. I'm sorry, did someone call my name? Bitch, yeah, you know.
I realized there was only one person who would ever really came here for me in my life. And that person was me. The accident was the ride on hell. I was yelling in hell to me.
Without me, he never would have swerved at that oncoming short bus. Let me just take a second here against the advice of my lawyer, Edgar Schneider. You get money for me. I had just wrapped up a late-night engagement in the strip district, and I was lingering outside Enrico Biscotti looking for Scott Baio. Hedwig loves Chachi. I was standing there on Penn Avenue, the very boulevard of the strip, when a limo pulled up. I stepped inside, naturally mistaking it for my own. I can smell your thoughts from here. They stink. Take a hot shower. In the limo sat Tommy No 6. We were both astonished. It had been years. So we dropped the driver off and drove up and down Grandview Avenue doing drugs and catching up. We talked about the disappointing sales of his second album, the one he wrote without me. Spoke of his loneliness. I reminded him of happy days. I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. Well, you know the rest. So you can imagine when the story broke, Tommy's people offered me a small fortune to keep all this to myself. As if I'd accept that filthy lucre. As if selling the story to someone else's pain was my only means of support. As if I hadn't already launched my new fragrance. Atrocity by Henry. It's a fragrance for a man or a woman. Or a freak. I digress. One day, in the late mid-80s, I was in my early late teens. I had just been dismissed from university after delivering a brilliant lecture on the aggressive influence of German philosophy on rock and roll entitled, "You Can't Always Get What You Want." At 18, my academic career was over. I had never kissed a boy, and I was still sleeping with Mom. The search for my other half on this side of the wall had proved futile. Might it be found on the other? But how to get over? People died trying. Such Little McDonald's is just open on the other side. But all I get is the unhappy meal. The sun is hot, but I feel a sudden chill. I look over my shoulder. A head-shaped shadow is resting on a pillow up my ass. Girl, I sure don't mean to annoy you. My name is Corporal Luther Robinson. I turn my body to face him. My name is Hansen. Luther is silent for a moment as he stares at my little bishop and turtleneck. Also, well, you must like candy. I like gummy bear heavy. Out of his pocket comes a strange packet that says gummy bears on it. Gummy bears? I select a single clear bear. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. Its little gummy body stretches on the rack of my molars. Wow! I feel so optimistic. What is that flavor? He pours me a handful, his eyes heavy with an unfamiliar desire. Could it be a desire to please me? I suddenly recognize the flavor in my mouth. It's the taste of power. Not bad. Yeah, awesome. I can't believe you're not a girl, you're so fine. Why don't you take the whole bag? He searches my face for news of his fate. His expression echoed in scores of tiny faces pressing against clear plastic. Panting faces of every imaginable color, creed, and non-Aryan origin, fogging up the bag like the windows of a Polish bathhouse. I pushed Luther away and stumbled naked through the ruins, led towards blander, less complicated confections, leaving in my wake a trail of rainbow carnage. Next day, Hansel follows the trail back. And lying on my slab are 3 Milky Ways, a roll of Necco wafers, some pop rocks, and a giant-sized sugar man named Luther. I've got 3 English drops in the chili bowl. The sugar daddy, Hansel, the sugar bowl. China on my head, polish up the road. If you got some sugar for me, sugar what you call a traditional way. For example, when Luther popped the question, I was on my knees. And you thought, would you please reassemble this necklace roll? Yeah, danke. Not so tight! Good heavens, so fine. Anyway, I invited Luther home for dinner. Is it hot in here?
Me, the real me. The me I used to be.
After dessert, Luther produces a ring, an application for American citizenship, and a wig. He loves me, Mother. He wants to marry me and get me the hell out of here. I put the wig on my head. It's a hideous beige shag. Mother, is this just crazy enough to work? Mother's face might have been a photograph. It was so scary. After what seemed like a lifetime, probably hers, she reached out her hand to straighten the wig. Give me my passport and my camera, sorry. I know a certain party. Yes, the party should be having after I left. It's a simple cut and paste job. We change the photo and you can use mine. And they shit.
Not so simple. Dude, you know I love you. I'm always thinking of you. But I gotta marry you here in East Berlin. That means a full physical examination.
Why? Then see right away that to walk away, you gotta leave some behind.
Right, Mr. Schmidt?
I've always thought so, Luther. Answer. To be free, one must give up a little part of oneself. And I know just the doctor to take it. Don't move! Racing a botch. My guardian angel better sleep on the watch. Now all I got is a bottle of
1988, a tiny registrar's office with a breathtaking view over the wall. Herr Hansel Schmidt becomes Mrs. Hedwig Robinson.
Tomorrow, I am leaving on a jet plane, and by the time I get to Phoenix, love will keep us together. Because I'm just an embryo with a long, long way to go, but I know too much to go back and pretend.
November 9th, 1989, Junction City, Kansas.
I sit in my mobile home, and on bootleg cable, watch the wall come down. Divorced, penniless, a woman. I cry, because I will laugh if I don't. I suddenly miss Mother. I considered calling Berlin, but then remember with envy her recent escape to sunny Yugoslavia. Perhaps Luther would be home. He was never the missing half. I catch myself in a mirror and for the first time see clearly the horror hunkering on my head. The same carpetman that Luther presented me a year ago. I tear the wig from my scalp and hurl it across the room at a pile of unopened anniversary presents. There it lies, fading chalk. My personal hair system. My personal hell. My head baby. On nights like this, when the world's a bit amiss, and the lights go down across the trailer park, I get down, I feel had, feel on the verge of going mad. And then it's time to I think we have our single. As a matter of fact, we were just recently hired to sing at a Rick Santorum fundraiser. I'll marry you on the condition that a wig never I'll tell you about Thomas. Sicher, take thing off me. Wo bist du denn jetzt? Bleib dran. After my divorce, I scraped by with babysitting gigs and odd jobs. Mostly the jobs we call low. I lost my job at the base PX and I lost my gag reflex. You do that. I sat for the baby of General Speck, commander at the nearby army port. His other son was the artist formerly known as my butt boy. Yes, Tommy Speck. Tommy was a 15-year-old, four-eyed, pockmarked, Dungeons and Dragons obsessed Jesus freak with a fish on his trunk, and I found him incredibly hot. Perhaps it was his disdain for authority, his struggle with organized religion. One day, I walked in on him punishing the bishop. He was in the bath with the door wide open, clearly waiting for me. I reached down, finished his grace off, and dropped a flyer on the backpack. By the way, Tommy, I'm performing a short set tonight at Dr. Espresso's Seattle-style coffee in the bar. Maybe I'll see you there. You see, I had just returned to my first love of music. I had tried singing once back in Berlin. They grew tomatoes. After the show, I had a nice salad. But, newly motivated, I bought myself a cheap electric piano. That song was built in. Now that's cheap. And I found a couple of Korean sergeants' wives who churned out a mean rhythm section. You take what you can get sometimes. But we became quite a draw, singing the hits of the day under the name The Angry Inch. That night, the audience was small but hostile. Thank you. Both of you. That song was by Kurt Cobain. Boy, that kid's got a future, huh? How about Kwang Yi on guitar? Give it up, Kwang Yi! Give it up, Kwang. Oh, looks like we have a celebrity here tonight over by the Sweet and Low. Ladies and gentlemen, little Tommy Speck, the General's son. That's more than I got, honey. Oh, look, he's embarrassed. A little nervous myself. This is the first song I've ever written, and it was written for a guy to sing. We're talking to Phil Collins' people. But then again, aren't we all? No, the sun is in so vicious and they're cruel. You learn too late, you use tuitions like a fool. And then you're someone you are not, and Junction City ain't the spot. Remember Mrs. Lot, and when she turned around, and if you got no other choice, you know you can follow my voice through the dark turns and noises. Wicked little town. The next day, I was putting a little spec bin to bed when Tommy appeared with a very expensive-looking electric guitar. Your show? That song? My dad gave me this guitar to apologize for being a pathetic little dictator. You want to come up to my room? We went up to the attic. He sang me songs, classics, I was informed. The bands were new to me. Boston, Kansas, America, Europe, Asia. I put my hand on the strings. Travel exhausting. Where are you from, Henry? I told him my story. His face might have been a Yes album cover. It was so still. Have you accepted Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as your personal Savior? I told him I was aware of our Lord loved his work. You know what he saved us from was a fucking father. I mean, what kind of God creates Adam in his image, pulls Eve out of him to keep him company, and then tells them not to eat from the tree of knowledge? He was so micromanaging and uptight. So was Adam because he was in his image. But Eve just wanted to know shit. She took a bite of the apple, and she found out what was good and what was evil, and she gave it to Adam so he would know, because they were in love, and that was good. The words spilling from those lips, and his eyes. His irises were clear cylinders of surprising depth and emptiness. Only a few puddles of bluish pain sloshed around inside. Same blue as my eyes. At the time, Tommy's performance options were limited to the occasional guitar mess. I initiated a 6-month curriculum in rock history, lyrics, grooming, and vocal training, my patented oven technique. For his graduation present, I gave him his name, Tommy Gnosis, the Greek word for knowledge. We collaborated, songs exploded out of us. He started singing backup for me at Dr. Espresso's. Teenage girls started showing up. I added duets, standing room only. Then, the ground round called. Has the ground round ever called anyone before? God knows I called the ground round. What the fuck are you looking at? I'm sorry, what's the ground round? You see, I'm from Switzerland and I came here by way of topless and holy Pulitzer. As if watching Golden Girls reruns for fashion tips is a good idea. Yeah, as if you were just some yinzer who got knocked our career. We were very happy. One day, I am curled up in the trailer with my usual late afternoon constitutional of grey alcohol and Britain. I like to be good to myself. Suddenly, Tommy is at the door in tears. Honey, what is it? My fucking dad, my mom, and my parents! I hold him. His eye never had been held. But as usual, he squirms, lies behind me, and touches my spine to his chest. I'm suddenly very much aware that we haven't kissed in all the months we've been together. In fact, he has maintained a near perfect ignorance of the front line. Perhaps because of his preference for over-the-shoulder love. Honey, why don't you work on that new song while I finish shaving your eyebrows? Another song blows in from the trailer next door. This song has been playing on loop for 3 days. Tommy looks up at me through new lenses, one blue and one pink. What do you think? Does love last forever? No, the song does. You're not like a multi-platinum single. I wish I could hit those notes. Move your lips, honey, and I'll sing them for you from a shadowy corner of the stage, like Mick Jagger's backup singer. We laugh at the professional reference. And I return to his brows.
But above all this, I wish you
Seriously, Tom.
love.
Yes. I believe love is immortal. God damn it! How is it immortal? Well, perhaps because love creates something that was not there before. Like procreation. Yes. But not only. Like recreation. He grabs my ass and he laughs. I don't. Sometimes, just creation. Don't move. I paint a bold silver cross on his forehead. Honey, have you thought of a C after that C sharp? Tommy slowly rises. He holds his hand out. I take it. I notice how well his Harlem Spice nail color complements my own dusty menses. He spins me into his arms and rubs his pelvis into the small of my back. Look what you done. You made me whole. Before I met you, I was the song, but now I'm the video. Look what I done. I made you whole. You know that you were just a ham. Then came me, the golden pineapple rings. He laughs. And I'm filled with an ancient clarity. He's the one. No blood on his face. No blood in my eyes. He's the one! You know, the one who was taken. The one who left. The secrets he must hold. The memories that we used to share that are now forgotten. The words to complete the sentence that I began. Oh, God. You know, when Eve was still inside Adam, they were in paradise. But when she was separated from him, that's when paradise was lost. So when she enters him again, paradise will be regained. That's right, honey, however you want it. Just kiss me while we do it. I wrenched my body around to face him and thrust his hand between my... What the hell was that? That's what I have to work with. My mom is probably wondering, sissy, girly, Nancy, lispy boy, what are you afraid of? I love you. Then love the front of me. He runs out the back door. You jiggle We're a couple of survivors, you and me. The German and the Jew. Think of the symmetry, huh? Think of the power. Think of the publicity. The gods would be terrified. I was born on the other side of a town ripped in two. And no matter how hard I try, I end up black and blue. I rose from off of the doctor's slab. I lost a piece of my heart. Now everyone gets to take a stab. They cut me up into parts. I gave a piece to my mother. I gave a piece to my man. I gave a piece to the rock star. He took the good stuff and ran.